Hello you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Rye. Y'all gonna have to excuse me because it's the fact of like, why am I always recording in the car? And then it's the fact that the lighting quality is not even good right now, and I really do apologize because it's 7:30 and I'm getting off of work. But y'all, like, I have not put out content for y'all in a freaking minute. Like, and people have been asking me for certain videos and like different things. So I just wanted to take the time in honor of me making my first mortgage payment today. Like, it's now September 2nd. So in honor of that, I guess I am coming to you guys with this video of how can you purchase property as a travel nurse. Y'all, this is gonna be very short, quick, to the point, because your girl is driving and your girl don't even have much spare like sunlight to waste. So don't mind my luggage in the back, you guys. We are leaving for Greece next week. So I just purchased brand new luggage, and so I got like a really big, it's like a purple kind of color, but I got a carry-on and a huge ass suitcase. Like, I'm not playing no games. Anyways, let's just get into this. So first of all, let's start with purchasing a home is stressful. I'm not even gonna hold you, it's very stressful. But I will say that it is like a life-changing experience. Like, I think that it's definitely a good idea for anyone who's wanting to like put money into something. Another video that y'all can expect soon is like a top tips for investing and saving money as a traveler, because for me, that's what this purchase was all about. Like, I just wanted to invest my money into something because we make good money. So it's like, what could I be doing with this income that will set me up for years and years to come? So I decided that for me, one thing that I really wanted to do was to get a rental property. So what I will say, step number one that you guys should definitely do is to kind of get an idea of like what your income is. Go ahead, step 1 and 2 combined is to find a realtor and to also find a lender. So I'm just gonna put y'all on game. The finding the lender is gonna be the hardest part as a traveler. So one resource that you can use is your real estate agent. Honestly, y'all, real estate, the realtors, it really just depends on who you get, because I was using more than one. Look, I don't even want to tell you guys, like, I don't even really want to tell y'all because I know I probably shouldn't do that. Like, I guess the technical answer is to only have one real estate agent. I personally was using 2. I really don't care. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Like, and I'm happy that I was using 2, because when it came down time for me to make this deal, one realtor could not even get in contact with the sellers and the other realtor could. So it kind of worked out for me that I had 2 different people working for me. And then at that point, it's kind of like whoever brings me the deal is who's going to get the deal. But I also felt bad, and I did feel like I hurt the other realtor's feelings a little bit, or like, I don't know what the correct terminology is. If you're a realtor, you know, feel free to put your response down below. I really am sorry for what I did, but it worked out in my situation. Anyways, as a traveler, you really need to find a lender, because they're going to tell you based on your income what price of a home that you're able to afford. So when they do that, they're looking at your credit score, they're looking at your debt to income ratio. That's a good one. If you don't know, now you know. Debt to income ratio, they're looking at how much you make per month compared to how much your bills are. And not just random bills, but they're looking at like your student loans. They're looking at like, do you have another mortgage? They're looking at like your car payment, your insurance. Like, they're pulling together all of your bills to see like, oh, if you use X amount of dollars for your bills, what's actually like really left over. So with being a traveler though, I will say that the lending part is hard, because being that we're travelers, our employment isn't like consistent, is what I'll say. We don't have consistent income. It's more like, y'all know what I'm trying to say. So not a lot of lenders will do business with you. I'm just keeping it hot. I think I was in communication with at least 4 to 5 lenders, like at least. And I had found one, like I had secured one, but I still wanted to like keep looking, because I wanted to see if I could get like a better rate or like a better deal with someone else. But y'all, like, outside of the one that I had got, nobody else was even willing to like give me a loan. And y'all know how crazy that is, right? Because I got all the money sitting there up front, like I'm ready, and they still will not take a chance on you because they can't prove that your income is going to be sustaining over time. So that's what I'll put y'all on game on. One thing that I wish I would have done before becoming a traveler, I really wish that I would have kept my PRN job. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, when I left my company, I went from full-time employment to nothing, and I just started traveling. I think that was not a mistake, but that's one thing I regret, is not being able to secure a PRN job, because that longevity is what the lenders are looking for. They're looking to see, have you been working for a company for at least 2 to 3 years? Like, they want to see, like, you're continuing to show up to work, you're continuing to bring in this income. They don't want to see, oh, randomly for 2 months you make, this is just a random number, but they don't care to see, like, oh, in 3 months you can make $60,000. They really don't care about that, because who are they to know that that $60,000 in 3 months is going to continue over time? Does that make sense? So definitely do your homework. I can't give y'all all the pieces. I can't give you the lender, no, but I'm letting y'all know that's kind of the things that they're looking for, and I'm letting y'all know, like, you might have to try multiple people, because not everyone is going to be willing to take that chance on you as a traveler. So you just kind of got to find a good deal. So step 1 is finding the realtor / step 2 is finding a lender, so you can figure out, like, what price of a home that you can look for, and then you take the information back to your realtor, and the realtor is going to start showing you different properties. Another thing that you guys need to think of before you go to the realtor is, like, what area do you want to look for a home in? Different areas have different market potential, and also too, different areas cost different prices. Like, in the cities it'll be more expensive, and on the outskirts it'll be a little bit cheaper. Or you can do different states. Like, honestly, your money will go wherever you go. Like, you can get a house honestly in whatever state that you want to, so that's not a big. Anyways, now find a realtor, find a lender. Step number 3 is literally the search. Like, I'm gonna call that the search, because y'all, I was searching for almost probably a year and a half before I actually found the property. And a little backstory on that is because at first I was looking in the city. At first I was looking for single family homes, but then I decided that I genuinely didn't even want a single family home, because I don't even want to settle down right now. My primary goal is to have a rental property for rental income. So I personally decided to get me a multi-family home, and that was one of the best decisions I ever made. So y'all also stay tuned, because I'm about to start home renovations this upcoming month. Like, I'm going to redo, like, the whole kitchen area in one side of my multi-family home. So I already started, like, picking out different cabinets and, like, different floors that I want to use. So y'all, I'm, like, hella excited about that. Your girl has been so busy, like, wearing all of my little hats that I wear, like, between work and between YouTube, between, like, being now a homeowner, and, like, just all of these things that I have going on. It really makes my heart so happy. But also too, y'all, I have been so busy, but I know that y'all have been wanting to get content, so that's why I'm doing this. So when you start your search, essentially you just need to figure out what it is that you're looking for. I will also tell you guys, like, that was one thing that I wish that I would have, like, waited, just because, not waited, but how do I put this? At the beginning, when I was looking for homes, I didn't know what I wanted. Does that make sense? I didn't know what I wanted, so I was just looking aimlessly. And I would see stuff that I was like, oh, this is nice, but then I wouldn't have the balls to, like, go through with it, because I'm like, maybe I'll find something else, or maybe I'm looking for this. You get what I'm saying? Essentially, what I want to recommend is that you get very clear on what it is that you're looking for, price point, whether that be colors, whether that be new property or older property, whether that be single family, multifamily. Have it in your head what your non-negotiables are. What is it that you have to have in the home? And then go start looking. Because if you have no idea what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, you're really not even going to be able to make, like, a good decision. And also, to you guys, the real estate market today, they ain't got no time to play with your ass. Like, for real, like, that was frustrating me too. It's because, like, I would finally see a house that I really loved. I would put in an offer, and then the investors then came and put down cash, and well over the asking price cash. Like, they were not playing with me. So it kind of depends on what time of the year it is too. The rental, like, real estate has just been going so crazy lately, but genuinely I feel like things are about to slow down, so you might have a better chance, you know. But also too, with the lenders, y'all, they're gonna tell you, like, what your monthly mortgage payment would be like. They'll kind of go over, like, how much taxes and stuff like that would be for the property. But yeah, y'all, essentially that's all you really got to do to buy a house. Like, find a realtor, find a lender that's willing to loan you the money, have the income, like, make sure your income's good, make sure your debts are as low as possible, make sure your credit is in good standing, because they want to know that they can trust you with this investment. And then the only other thing I'll recommend is just knowing what it is that you want out of a property, because that's going to help for your search to go so much better. And one last thing that I'll definitely recommend is that you guys save money, because that's what I wish I would have known. So y'all know that like I was a first-time homeowner, right? So all of my family and stuff, people are telling me, friends included, like, oh, you know, like you get so many benefits being a first-time homeowner, like they're gonna show mercy on you, they're gonna give you good deals, da 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 da. I just want to let you guys know they don't care about us as travelers. Like once you make it to a certain tax bracket, and this is gonna get me on a whole nother topic because I'm mad for real. Once you get to a whole different tax bracket, the world really don't care about you. Like they really don't care, because at the end of the day, I guess you make enough money to be able to afford not to need the handout. So, y'all, I still had to put hella money down. Hella money down. So you know how normal people might only have to put like $5,000-7,000 down? Y'all, no. They're going to charge you the full amount, because essentially they're saying that since you make X amount of dollars, you should be able to afford to put like X amount of dollars down on the property. Does that make sense? So I hope that ain't go over your head, but I hope you caught it. Just make sure your coins are stacked up, because I don't want for you to get surprised, because I was surprised when I made it to the end process and they started running them numbers and they were telling me what my down payment was going to have to be. I'm like, that's kind of steep. Like, you sure? And no, they was very sure. Like, you don't qualify for a lot of first-time homeowner perks if you're a travel nurse that makes a lot of money, because like it caps off like at a certain income. And I had asked her, I was like, wait. Like, I know people that they purchase homes and they are like married. I know significant others to where there's two incomes. And my lender literally was like, girl, like both of their incomes are less than your one together. That's why they still got the deal. Like, don't think that they would be excluded. If the income is over X amount of dollars, you do not get first-time homeowner perks. And that brings me to this whole Biden paying for student loans thing, y'all. I'm just gonna vent it out here, because your girl is kind of mad for real. Like, y'all, after all of this, I'm literally just thinking, you know, Biden's gonna pay off my student loans. He's gonna pay off my student loans. Y'all know y'all saw that junk saying if you make over a certain amount of money, you do not qualify for Biden to pay off your student loans. So I didn't shed no tears about it, but now there is a little tiny bit of resentment every time I have to pay my student loans back, because I'm like, this is just not fair. Like, it's not fair, because I never thought I was going to be a traveler at this age, at this time. But I guess since I've been blessed with the opportunity, I guess that means that I have no choice but to suck it up. And I guess they will get this money out of me, because I have no choice but to pay it. It just sucks, like the way that the system is set up. Like, they don't want to help you. Like, we're still young. We're still trying to do the right thing. We're still out here trying to make it. Just because we're doing a little bit better than others does not mean that we still don't deserve a little help. Like, dang, like, you know. But anyways, y'all, I'm not even going to get too much into that. I just wanted to share that because it kind of fit with the theme. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. Honestly, though, one thing I will say is I honestly don't even care for never mind. I don't want to talk negative, but I wish I would have honestly, like, this next time, I'm going to do things so different. I'm genuinely finding a whole new realtor. I might use the same lender, but I'm definitely finding a brand new realtor, because I just don't like when they don't have really good like personal relationships. And maybe it's since I'm a nurse and I'm a people person, I want for you to be a people person with me. Like, don't make me feel like I have to question why I did business with you. You know what I mean? Like, I love when people want to make sure that I'm taken care of, and they want to make sure that I'm happy, and they want to make sure that, like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. But I just feel like my realtor was missing like that special touch, like that little personal touch. I don't feel like they had that. So I am going to be looking for a new realtor. And outside of that, you guys, like, I'm super excited that I now do own like a property. I don't know, it's like a lot of emotions, and I have had some struggles already being like a landlord. Since I did tell you guys it is a multifamily home, so I am officially a landlord. And you guys, it has already been a very like, what's the word I can use? I don't want to say like, it's just been a lot of life lessons. Let's say it like that. I already knew going into this, being like a property owner, that it was going to come with new lessons and it was going to come with some growing pains. I just didn't think that the growing pains were going to start immediately. And trust me, they started as soon as I signed in papers. I'm not even going to lie to you. So I just want for you guys to know, like, there's stuff that comes after the good part, like after the high of like closing and like after all that stuff, like it does get stressful. Oh, and that's one last thing about closing. They do require so much documentation, like so much documentation. They want you to send proof of everything, like your whole life. They want to see it on paper. So that was one of the things that I did not like about buying a property, was just like all of the last minute hassle stuff that they wanted to do as far as submitting documentation for closing. But that wasn't like a big deal. I honestly think that fell too, like on the realtor. That's one of my problems that I had with them, was like, you should have been checking on these things. Like you should have made sure that these things were in order before we got here, and they didn't. And I just feel like they dropped the ball with like some stuff. Maybe you could say I dropped the ball, because maybe I should have been looking for things to be done as well. But I think for me, what my excuse this time is, I was a first time homeowner, so I didn't know really what needed to be done. Like, I'm just following your lead because I really don't know. But I should have done like a little bit more digging, and kind of like, I should have done my research more to where, so I could have been on the realtor a little bit harder about like making sure they do their part. Y'all, I was talking a lot, but this video is almost like 20 minutes, so I'm about to go ahead and like get off. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that y'all learned something. I really need to start recording and driving, so let me just get off of here. Y'all make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll make sure that I'll see you guys in the next video. Please stay tuned, you guys. I promise. I'm really trying my hardest to do better, and I will have more content for y'all coming out soon. But have a good night. Bye.